President John Dramani Mahama has called for a new strategic direction in Ghana's infrastructure development, emphasizing the need for balanced regional growth and equitable access to opportunities across the country. Speaking at the official launch of the Ghana Infrastructure Plan (GIP) in Accra, President Mahama said the initiative marks a strategic reset that aligns national priorities with the government's Big Push agenda, the African Union's Agenda 2063, and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). The president underscored that previous efforts to address inequality between the northern and southern parts of the country were strategic and well intentioned. Mr. Mahama said the new approach under the GIP aims to revive that vision through what he described as an agro-industrial pact for northern Ghana. The president emphasized the regional balance is not only a matter of fairness but also a prerequisite for sustainable national progress.
The Ghana Infrastructure Plan makes a strategic reset. This new approach aligns our infrastructure development with our government's Big Push agenda, the African Union's Agenda 2063, and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The Ghana Infrastructure Plan introduces spatial planning models that promote balanced regional development and equitable access to opportunities. And this is what Professor Nemo was talking about, that you cannot, Doctor, I promoted you to Professor, sorry. G-Tech will come after you if I don't correct it. You cannot progress as a nation when you have geographical imbalance in economic development. And so setting up SADA as a special vehicle to accelerate development of the North was strategic. Unfortunately, a new government comes, shuts down SADA, and creates 3 broad development authorities, Coastal, Middle Belt, Northern, which really have done nothing, absolutely no impact. And so we must stop that geographical imbalance, because every child finishing senior high school in the North, after a certain point in time, no economic opportunities, no employment opportunities, everybody is headed towards Accra. And that's what he said. It just shows graphically what the imbalance is. Every industry is in Accra. All foreign direct investment is coming into Accra. Incentives that have been given to rebalance development have not been very effective. And we must find a way of making them more effective. And that's why we are suggesting an Agro-Industrial Pact in the northern part of the country, where we redirect some of the foreign investors who want to invest and give them the necessary incentives instead of settling in Accra to move up to the north to create jobs so that the young people can have opportunities there and not drift down to the south.
President John Dramani Mahama also called for a stronger infrastructure governance in Ghana, said that sustainable development can only be achieved when projects are guided by transparency, merit, and continuity.
To build better, we must govern better. Infrastructure governance, the systems, laws, and institutions that determine how projects are conceived, financed, and executed must be strengthened. Good governance guarantees that projects are selected on merit, carried out transparently, and are maintained across political transitions. When infrastructure governance is weak, countries lose billions. When it is robust, every project acts as a driver for growth. We must therefore depoliticize infrastructure so that roads, bridges, and hospitals will serve as symbols of national progress and not partisan rivalry. Allow me to highlight these 3 strategic initiatives that exemplify this new approach. 1, the Green Digital City, which I announced last year, and I re-emphasized again during my trip to China. It's a 20-year transformation hub spanning the Greater Accra, Volta, and Eastern regions. It will combine sustainable urban design, renewable energy, and digital innovation to attract global investors and talents. The expansion of the water systems in Ho, Tamale, Sogakope, and Hohoi to ensure clean and fair access to water. The strategic road and transport corridors to enhance national connectivity, boost trade, and ease urban congestion. These projects are not isolated interventions, they are interconnected investments within a unified national framework. And each of them helps to achieve spatial equity, support industrial growth, and encourage climate-smart development.